just me, everybody. Kitty will be joining us soon. I don't even know if anyone's there. Oh wait, yay!
I don't
Um,
know what happened.
it might have been me, but now I'm plugged in to the internet, so my internet is strong,
Very
strong like
strong.
like our hearts,
Strong like bull.
like like a lioness,
Defending her cubs.
like
Her
a like a
cubbies.
like like a tigress hunting a small child.
Okay. Now I'm getting the vision of like two lions, but with our faces on them.
But like really awkwardly, like photoshopped in.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, I'm feeling this.
Hunting a child, but we'll put Paulo's face on it or something.
Right.
And we're
And
defending Cubby, who is his face on a little lion cub.
Lana Lion Cub. I love this.
Yeah.
And Paulo, the back of Paulo's head is the face of a lion. I have a little song. I have a song for you, Kitty.
Okay.
Do you have a secret? Do you have a show? Well, guess what? We have both. It's the secret
Show.
show. And then there we go.
Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
To anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road.
The world has got its demons. There are many reasons Why, you'd find it harder to be brave than be
But
afraid.
every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggly-dum-de-doo, Ontario-dee, dee, a fwit-dee-dee-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before? Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Adventures waiting further down the road.
Let's go!
Crafting, crafting, crafting with Joshi and Cubby. What will we make today? What is the dice of the day? Crafting, creating, collaborating. What would an octopus say? Trivia questions, hooray! Creating, clickbaiting, can't hardly waiting for the crafting show. A crafting show with Cubby and Joshi.
And sometimes Kitty.
And sometimes Kitty and sometimes Mab.
Is Mab here?
Yes, I just got a message that she is rebooting.
Whoa,
her
we got Mab.
computer.
We got Mab.
I like that if someone were to find that sentence, rebooting my computer, like if it were to somehow travel back in time 500 years ago, they would have a completely different impression of what those words mean. They'd be like, rebooting. Ah, okay, you're making new boots for your computer. The person who is your accountant, who does your math. Yes, I understand. That would make you late if you had to get new shoes for your accountant.
He seems to need new shoes quite often, your computer.
Well, he does a lot of running. He doesn't run well.
And there's a ram involved. He's running from a ram, I believe.
Yes, she has to run. She runs from rams quite often. You must reboot the computer. That thought just occurred to me. So, Kitty, you look like you're in a lovely place. Where are you right now?
I am at the Sterling Renaissance Fair, which is it's
East Coast.
Yeah, I'm over in the East Coast now, and we're in New York. I don't know if it's upstate New York or if it's just West New York. We're north of Buffalo. Do you know what that would be considered?
I think they just call it north.
What is upstate New York?
See, this is a hotly debated if you live in New York City, anything north of New York City is upstate. If you live in Syracuse, anything north of Syracuse is upstate. If you live in like Cazenovia, they're like, yeah, we're upstate. New York.
Okay. Well, I'm
Yeah.
about an hour west of Syracuse,
Okay. So yeah, I would say
and
you're
maybe
in,
north a little bit.
yeah. You're a New Yorker,
Yes.
Nick.
Yeah.
What would you consider upstate New York?
They just call it upstate New York.
No, but where? Like, where's the line where it
Right.
becomes upstate?
Oh,
He's the
Anywhere-
native. He's
yeah.
a native Manhattaner, so he's gonna say anything north of Manhattan.
anywhere out of the
Uh-huh.
five boroughs.
See. But if you talk to someone in Syracuse, they're like, "Oh, we're not upstate New York."
Yes, you are.
Yeah, that's what I say too.
Or another
Okay.
thing we call it the country. Yeah, that's
That's the country.
the country.
Oh! Look who's here! Look who's here!
Hello, can you hear me?
Cubby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. I can't talk loud because,
No.
as you can see, I am on the run.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning and I realized that Benoit Blanc is an inverse bet noir.
Is an inverse what? Ben.
Bet noir?
Oh, you know they did that on purpose.
Yeah, so obviously Ryan Johnson wants me dead now. So I hopped
Yeah.
the train.
You had to. You had to do what you had to do.
I did. I can't say where I'm going, but I can give you young detectives a few clues as to where I am headed. I'm going to a city that is sometimes called a big orchard fruit.
Mm.
Hey, Cubby,
Yeah.
are you going to New York?
Where in the world is Cubby Altobelli? Where in the world is Cubby Altobelli?
Kick it, Rockapella.
I'm there.
Hey, guys.
Hey!
Why are you running
Hey,
away?
what's
Cubby?
going on?
I am. It's because I won't silence the truth.
Oh, good.
You
Need
look
someone loud.
you look a little like a spy, Cubby, which is actually is not great for a spy. Like if you look like a spy, they're gonna know you're a spy. But
Unless,
European.
Mhm.
hear me out, that's what a spy would never do.
right,
is
so
look like a spy.
you're right. Mab, you know what? When you're right, you're right.
Also,
I think he looks European.
I will have you know that this is actually a perfect closet cosplay of the greatest spy in the history of cinema.
Mrs. Fletcher.
The creepy old dude from the Dabney Coleman picture Cloak and Dagger.
Of course.
All right, I see that.
Of course. Wow, half of our team today is in the state of New York. Because
Are
Kitty
you in New York
Kitty
too,
is also in New York.
What are you doing in New York, Kitty? Besides
Oh,
freezing.
Kitty might be frozen, so she's gonna figure things out and get back to us. Cubby, I'm so glad you could join us from the train.
That's a lovely.
Yeah, I don't know how long I can stay because I am very self-conscious right now.
For sure. You're breaking all sorts of social contracts.
But I had to get the truth out. I had to tell you all about Benoit Blanc.
Yeah. It all makes
Wait,
sense.
Benoit Blanc or Benoit Blanc?
It's been His name's Benoit Blanc, right? Benoit.
Yeah.
It's like the
Ben-
French version of Ben.
Benoit.
Benoit.
Oh,
It's like the French
what are the balls
version of
named after?
bet.
Did you see
Which
Knives
is
Out
also French.
or
Sorry.
Glass Onion map?
Did I see what?
Knives Out or Glass Onion?
Yes, I did.
Oh
Was
yeah,
his name really
that's.
Benoit?
I thought so.
Wow, we have
Whoa,
a
we're getting
rating on this.
rated.
Wow.
Hi. Good thing you're here. Freak VR, you're just in time to hear the truth. Cubby, spill some truth on us.
All right, they're trying to silence me, but I have to tell the world Benoit Blanc is the inverse of Bête Noire, both in name and purpose.
Huh.
But okay, so what's Bête Noire?
That's all right. Yeah, I said hot like I knew what he was talking about. So thank you for asking that follow-up question so I don't look like a fool.
You know, this feels like when I casually use the expression sitting in the catbird seat, and then I'm reminded that nobody actually knows that. I'm sorry, that's probably Bête Noire is a persistent foil to an antagonist, usually a woman and usually an equal.
Oh,
Like,
it's like a femme fatale, but the like the spy, like the good
Like
version.
Franny Fisher or Angela Lansbury.
Or what's her name that was with Sherlock Holmes one?
Yes.
Isabel Noisy? No, that's not her name.
Moriarty or no, the housekeeper.
No, they
No,
were
no.
like
The only one who ever got the better of him.
yeah.
Um,
Irene
but
Adler,
also-
thank you.
Also, it has like grown to become a term for a weakness, or
Oh.
it's like my Bête Noire.
Good phrase. I had never heard that before. I did know catbird seat, but I didn't know Bête Noire. That's a good term. More people should know that.
Yeah.
That's the real truth you're spilling, Cubby.
You want to bet noir?
Oh, well, I think they got to Cubby.
Oh
You and
no.
me now, Mab. Oh no, wait, he's back. You're good.
Yeah, I'm starting to lose signal, so I think they're closing in. I'd better go now.
All right. Cubby, one quick
While I
question,
still can.
because I don't know if you can read the question on the screen. Would Harriet Vane count as a Bête Noire for Peter Wimsey?
I'm actually not that familiar with the works of Wodehouse.
But you knew.
Yeah, I'm like, I
familiar
didn't even
than
know
me.
that was Roadhouse. So you're one up on me.
Well, I've always meant to get to it, or like the books or the Fry and Laurie series.
Yeah. One thing really quick before you go, Cubby. Oh, apparently it's Sayers, not Wodehouse.
Oh my God, I thought you said Roadhouse, and I'm thinking Roadhouse. I'm like, oh, I didn't know
Patrick
that was a
Swayze.
spy movie, but sure, all right.
Well, that shows what I know. So, I think we're all going to have to take your word for it. If you feel like that's a Bête Noire, then we're going to call it a Bête Noire.
I'm gonna.
Except for
show you
Victoria
something.
London Vogue says probably not.
Oh. I want to show you something before you have to go, Cubby. Look at this adorable little breakfast
Oh,
that my partner made for me. So this is, I don't know what you call it an egg in a cup, I guess,
or
like a
Eggy
soft-boiled egg.
Soldiers, or
like little soldiers, but we call them in our house, we call them egg boys because of these lovely little containers where you like put the egg in and then you eat the brains of the little boy. And with the little soldiers. So yeah, I just wanted to show you all egg boys and how cute they are and
That's gorgeous.
so
I
delicious.
think we've lost Cubby again.
I think so. I think they got to him. Cubby, good luck. We're all counting on
Godspeed.
you. Godspeed, good luck, and Godspeed. And hopefully Kitty can return to us as well. So, Mab, it is down to you, and it is down to me.
Murder Beast.
Mm.
He, yeah, I was late getting up, and
Fair.
I went to, get ready for the show and everything, and while taking care of him for the morning, and then I come right in here, and my laptop wanted to reboot, and I was like, great, that's fun, and then I'm getting everything ready, and then while we were talking, I heard the saddest cry.
Oh, no.
He was so lonely.
Oh, no, you abandoned him.
I
Oh, no.
abandoned him. Even though he did get 2 rounds of greenie treats this morning. Yes,
But he needs rounds of love and pets and attention.
he does. He is tearing up my counter, my desktop, my workspace. But,
So when you said that you were rebooting your computer, Kitty and I had a conversation about how if that sentence somehow traveled back in time, like 500 years, it would have a completely different connotation. Like, you're rebooting your computer. You must be getting new shoes for your accountant.
that checks. I love it.
Checks out.
Ow, okay, there it is.
That is so true. They're sad little cries. Go right to your heart. Right to your heart.
You.
Mew. And then, like, you can't really get upset at them. They don't have thumbs. They can't open doors for themselves.
Oh, there were no doors closed. We don't do that here. We're not monsters. In fact, I have a bedroom door, but it is almost never closed. I have curtains on my door frame.
Yeah, we only close the doors where it's bad for our cat to go. Like, we don't want him getting outside.
I don't even. Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah. And there are like a few closets where like there's stuff in there that like he shouldn't get into. But yeah, other than that.
That's true. The closet behind me, he would really set up camp in there, and that's my costume closet, and probably not a great idea for that.
Yeah.
No, but I did
Ooh.
see a clip from that we shared on our socials for folks that are not 100% aware that we do a fan clip of the week whenever fans are watching a Twitch show. If they like a clip and they save their clip on Twitch, every week Soft Autumn Ingenue goes through or somebody goes through and like picks the one that's the best, makes us laugh.
I didn't know that. That's great.
Yeah.
So they
I'm
could
part
do
of the
that for
marketing
this show.
team.
They could clip out this show if we said something funny and beautiful.
Oh, yes. On the off chance that we are entertaining and humorous.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Are you working on any crafts this morning, Matt?
I'm working on like a million crafts.
Ooh.
But the one that is okay, so I'll just go through them really quickly. And then you can tell me what you're working on, and then we can like I'm gonna seek your opinion on a thing.
Yeah.
So Cubby was telling me about these things, which are called kumihimos. Ha ha!
Oh yeah, Kumihimo. Kumihimo's amazing.
Yes. And so I cut one on my laser cutter.
Cool.
I'm making this. So it's an 8-slot kumihimo.
Ah.
And Cubby came up with the idea of having them at events as productive fidget spinners.
That's such a good idea. Oh, I wish Cubby was here to see that. I love that the the laser cutting you did with it. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah, and I've got an improvement that I want to make on it. So I think I put these up for sale on our website, and they come with like a length of string, and
Cool.
and I can ship them in an envelope, so it's like really cheap shipping. But like you can make cool cord, which I've actually used the cord from. So it's like a fidgety thing that I do when I'm in meetings or I'm bored or whatever, and I'm watching TV, and I actually get something out of it.
Yeah.
Yes, Sally. Someone else was May Hemmer was telling me that that's what this is.
Oh, wait, which one are you talking
The
about? Oh,
Viking
yes.
sword.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yep.
So it was.
If you want one out of
Vikings-
wood, Sally, I'll send you one.
I wonder what the difference is between the Japanese one and the Viking one is, if there's like, or the similarities. That's very interesting.
This is just my design because the little bubbles make it easier for the thread to go in.
Oh, totally. I was just, that's so, I love when you find things that are the same across
Right.
what we think are drastically different cultures.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Oh my gosh, it would be so good for a classroom.
Yes.
That's a
Okay,
really good
so
idea.
so let me know how many and I'll send you a price. Because I mean the wood, unfortunately, I wish it was cheaper because that would be awesome, but it's not.
I mean,
Yeah.
part of me is okay with wood being a little more expensive.
Yeah,
considering it comes
that's
from
fair.
trees. But yes.
You need to lay down, buddy.
What is that? And tell us more. BLC Blondie, a dragon wreath and
Oh, I
zip
think
ties?
those are.
What's happening? Yes, please do. Put all your pics on
Yeah, buddy.
Discord. We love it.
I know. I love the chats that we have on our Discord. I love
Did
it.
I
Love
do-
it. Love
Did I do it right? I did it right.
it. Yay!
You want to join the Discord. Also, other people need to be more active on Discord because I'm terrible at Discord.
I try to keep up. Sometimes I take a social media
Little
detox or whatever you
hiatus.
want to call it.
Yeah. I took a bunch of apps off my phone, so I can only do a lot of social media when I'm on my laptop, and that's very helpful. But it also means that also means that I miss things. Oh, well, good luck. I hope they breathing down your neck. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something helpful.
Nothing's down your neck, but yes,
Yeah.
I do understand.
Yeah.
Look at the beastie.
He is a little spicy this morning.
Oh.
He just wants lovin's, but he doesn't want me talking or working.
Well, there's a storm coming in.
Oh.
So I lost connection and didn't have like any like signal at all. So I went back to my trailer and now I don't have power, but I've got signal back. We'll see if the storm knocks it out again and if my phone makes it through the show.
Yeah, and if it starts to like rain and you need to leave, don't.
Well, right now I'm in my lovely
Oh, look at your beautiful little.
That is
setup
lovely.
there.
it's my little living room.
I love it. Is it hot and muggy?
No, it's actually very cool right now, but that's only because there's a storm coming in.
Oh yes, Sally AA was asking. It's pretty warm here in Los Angeles, or it's going to be. It's early yet, but it's supposed to get to like 95 or something today.
Yeah, I'm on the East Coast myself, so it looks like there will probably be thunderstorms today down here as well in the Sterling area.
This is the dragon wreath. You use a rule material to make the scales and I'm still
Is
fascinated.
it tool or rule? Was that a typo?
I'm guessing probably tool. And then is it like a wreath, like a wreath you hang on your door? Because I really want to see pictures of this. Please.
Yes,
go to
please.
Discord.
Sure. It is tool.
Yeah, I'm so fascinated by this.
I am intrigued. I can see how you would make fire, but I'm not sure how you would make scales.
Yeah. I definitely, please post pictures. I definitely want to see it. And then you like hang it on your door and you're like, Dragon Holiday.
I love it. I love it.
So you were telling us about the crafts you're doing today.
Oh yeah.
Mab.
Then I'm experimenting with some concepts for the crankies, the mini crankies, where I got these little silicone molds and I filled it with hot melt glue, and it's not painted yet. That's what I was going to do today, is paint them, see how it takes paint to make like ornamentation for them. You know, it's hard to see it.
Remind us all what the crankies are.
Oh, do I have one here? It's on the other side. Stand by.
Okay. Like I remember what they are, but I don't know if everybody.
I don't remember.
No. Oh my gosh, yes. Please do that. You can make little hats for different holidays. That would be amazing. I love wreaths. I think they look lovely on a door. I always leave. I have a little wreath that I put out. That's like the only decoration I do, and I love it. It's hard for me to take them down.
This is the cranky that I decorated. I found that I could use washi tape to make really cool ornamentation on them.
Yeah.
So cranky is like a little storytelling scroll box.
Oh, right. I thought it was an award, like the Crankies, you know? I was thinking it was something like that game that you play. What's the game that you play with everybody in the world?
Look at how beautiful that is, Mab. I remember when you first started talking about making them.
Yeah,
They
I'm making
look
them out of
so
wood, and then so this
good.
one I just spray painted, and then I put some washi tape on it. But you can still pop the back off and change out the.
Oh,
scroll.
amazing.
That's
Right.
so fun. I love it.
Wow.
And then I have other scrolls already set up in this box here.
What
But
a
so
cool thing.
oh, cool! I already have one built. So then I got these silicone molds because I thought I could make like a picture frame to go around it.
Mm.
And
Uh-huh.
this is foam clay, and it just tore. So fuck that. This is I'm trying my hand at, and it's unpainted. This is UV resin, and this looks like it's absolute when I paint it up.
I bet that's going to be your ticket right there.
Yeah. I think
Although
so,
I really
too.
like the box and the washi tape. Like that's
Well, yeah, that's the easy one, but I want to make like fancier ones too, you know?
yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
excited about them.
Get fancy with it.
So I was gonna, test, and I made these the other day. The the little,
Is that with hot glue?
it's hot melt glue and a silicone mold.
I
That
didn't know
works
you
too.
could do that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
like little ornaments.
And then does it have sort of like a squishy texture?
Yeah, it's like super flexible.
I've bought a couple of silicone molds and I was like, oh no. Oh, this is a slippery slope. Now I want to buy every silicone mold ever.
About how
Funny
long
you
does it
mentioned
take
that.
to,
That's 100% what I did.
I bet.
how long
That's
does
what
it
made
take
me
to
think of it. It was knowing that you did that.
What was your question, Shosh?
About how long does it take to cure or dry?
Minutes.
Wow. And it doesn't look like you have trouble with bubbles in it.
Well, I have a little bit. Some of these have some bubbles, but I go
But
in
that's
with
so
the glue
negligible.
and then I hit it with a
Heat gun?
oh no, a toothpick.
Lighter?
Ah,
Because
okay.
it's not resin.
Right. And then
Yes, Dr. Andy, you absolutely get the joke on that one.
and
But
then
like,
do
I
you
have other little sayings. This one's more cute. It says environment. This is a frame scroll for another box that I put in this smaller one. Is the decay of society. So they're cute little messages, and somewhere in here, I may have like given it away, but I have other
I love those.
other little scroll things. Yeah.
Mav, you're so cute. I love your stuff.
Thank you. I love your stuff.
Yeah,
Fucking hey, man. I love your
Yeah,
space.
Kitty, are you working on any crafts right now? I know you're camping, so
I was thinking about I wanted to show off the when we did the AMA where we sort of created monsters.
I wanted to watch that, and I submitted a whole bunch of features. Did
Well,
any of them get used?
we probably we're about to see one. So we all drew our creatures. We didn't just create them, we drew them. And crafting with the crew hasn't seen, so I'm gonna try and show this off. It might be kind of hard. Okay, no, I got this.
oh yeah. Oh yes. So scary and beautiful.
Yeah, she ended up being pretty sexy, and I forget why. I should have kept the piece of paper that had all the prompts on it. Dang it. Where is that? I don't know where it is. But
Is it in your brain?
it's not in the notebook.
Fair.
But she had Freddy Krueger hands and diamonds growing out of her head.
Okay.
And I don't know why she was a bunny. And she had hands for feet and tentacles.
Of course, tentacles.
And she could. There was there were so many details. I can't believe I didn't save the page that had all of that stuff on it.
That's pretty good memory, though. Dr.
And
Andy,
then-
we have accomplished our goal.
There were things that were like about her personality and stuff too that don't show as well on paper.
I love that.
And then I'm also working on this. I don't know if I showed this off on here or not on this show. I'm making a loofah.
Oh, out of what material? Out of loofah? No.
So there's a brand, I forget which brand it is, that now sells this stuff, and it's like this. It's like yarn, but it's made out of like whatever.
Yeah, it's like a tube of like woven plastic, sort of.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so I saw that, and I was like, I'm gonna make my own bath loofah. So that's what I'm working on, but it's taking forever because.
How are you making that shape?
So it starts with just doing it. How do I explain it? It is crochet. Yes, it's crochet.
She's a hooker.
And-
Come on, let's be honest. Call it like we see it.
What?
Our girl's a hooker. I understand.
I am a hooker. Watch me hook. So when it's exponential like this, it creates a hyperbolic plane. And
Whoa.
yeah. So each one of these, if I were to go bigger with this, each stitch gets 4 more stitches in it. And so this started out very small, and it just started expanding and curling in on itself like this.
I love that.
There's actually a pretty cool story that goes along with it, if you'd like to hear it.
Please.
Okay. So, hundreds of years ago, scientists and mathematicians proposed they were able to mathematically explain hyperbolic planes, but they had no idea how to represent one, and they didn't even think it was even possible for it to be physically represented, or for it to exist, let alone be represented. They didn't even think it existed. Then at some point they're like, okay, it does exist, but we'll never ever be able to represent it in the physical form until this one day that a lady mathematician was like, wait a minute, I can do that with crochet. And so she did. And so now, like, that's this like common way for scientists, mathematicians to show off what a hyperbolic plane looks like.
Whoa, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love
That's
it too.
amazing.
And you can make a hyperbolic Mobius strip,
Yes.
which I really love because I was already abbreviating my disability by calling it hypermob. And now hyperbolic Mobius strip is also shortened by making it hypermob. And so
Mom.
I'm just on to something here.
Wow. That's really cool. I was thinking when I was looking at it, you could if you got that in pink, it would look like a brain.
Totally. Yeah. Everyone that sees it is like, that looks like a brain.
Yeah. But that would be a fun thing, like a brain loofah. It would
Yeah.
be
Oh,
very fun.
But I like the idea of a brain loofah.
I
And
can
then
and I can
and
make
you
it
get
even
red
look even
shower
more
gel.
brainy. What?
And then you get red shower gel.
Well, yeah, totally. I can make it look even more brainy by using 2 shades of pink too. I can give it shading.
Oh, yes, like a pink and like a yeah. Oh my
Like
god.
an off pink.
I'm still big and I'm not showing anything.
That's okay.
Dude, Dr. Andy, I am already slamming. This is 3
Hypermab.
espressos.
So
Hyper
so is this saying that like basically we're saying that like the creator of the universe is a crocheter?
Yeah, must be.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't doubt it. Crochet it's all about string theory.
ooh, the wind is picking up.
Oh,
Oh, my cactus is gonna get knocked down.
oh, Dinah Timena. That's the name of the woman who developed the hyperbolic geometry with
Well,
crochet.
that's just about rad.
Look at my new friend.
Oh,
Isn't he beautiful? Look at them spikes.
Dang, girl. That is some spiky behavior.
I love cacti.
I got 2 babies too. You want to see the babies?
Yeah.
They're so little.
Did they come from that one big one or did they just get recently acquired?
These were from 2 different friends. My friend Richard gave me the little ones, and my friend Mark gave me the big one. They both are like obsessed with these cactuses. They have like hundreds of them. It's pretty cute.
They can get really big.
Yeah. And so now I'm gonna turn into a cactus hoarder also. I'm a cactus mom right now, but if I start collecting too many, then I'll just be a cactus dragon.
I'm a succulent mom, which is close to cacti. I just can't have any cacti in my garden because we have our cat goes out in our little garden and he'll get pricked.
Yeah, Jasper's managed to not get pricked by any cacti.
I do have a dragon fruit though, but I don't think a dragon fruit is. I don't think a dragon fruit is a cactus. I think it's just a succulent.
Hey, I have an idea.
Yeah.
What if we were all the same size again?
Oh yeah, thank you. That's a great
Are you
idea.
self-conscious about being the big one?
Yeah.
You're the bigger cat here.
Oh, amazing. That's lovely. Yeah, I love my little succulent garden. A, because it's the only thing I can get to grow because I'm terrible at gardening and succulents like it when you're mean to them.
Yeah.
And but also I like it because it really feels like an ancient forest, and I want to get some like dinosaur sculptures to put out there. So they're like dinosaurs out in the like succulent.
Oh, like how big of a dinosaur sculpture are we talking here?
I think a varying amount of sizes, you know?
Like, are we talking like little plastic guys, or are we talking about?
No, I think. Well, I don't know. I have to
size.
I have to look at my options.
That is.
Yeah, I don't think plastic because they're the weight of it will cause them to like get knocked over easily. So I think probably something a little more substantial. But yeah, I got to look at my options. And I think like varying sizes, big enough that they can be easily seen, but then maybe like a few little small ones hidden around. So the succulents look really big, you know?
I love it.
Yeah. And if I can find like ones that also somehow glow in the dark, that would be great. Because anything glow in the dark makes
You
me
can
happy.
always get glow in the dark paint.
That's true. That's true. That's very, very true. I know you can like buy glow in the dark plants now, but I don't know if I want to do
Can
that.
you?
Yeah, they're like genetically modified, but I don't know if it's good for the plant, and they're apparently like really hard to keep alive. So
I want a bioluminescent cat.
They do exist, supposedly.
what?
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
I said what I said. All right. I just cleaned up that.
I know there's luminous mushrooms that are natural.
Yes. There's all kinds of bioluminescence in this world.
Yeah.
Underappreciated.
Yeah, I love some bioluminescence. Whoa, what's going on there, Kitty?
I'm opening an Amazon package. So we use feather boas in our show.
Oh.
And so I ordered a bunch of feather boas. These are not feather boas, but I'm not really mad at them. I think they might even hold together better than feather boas.
Ooh. And could you crochet that in just like a thicker?
I'm gonna braid it. I'm gonna braid a couple of them together.
Gotcha. Nice.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Not what I was expecting, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Still
really short too. Thanks, Amazon. Well, guess I'm crafting this now.
Yeah. So I was gonna craft.
They're not that short.
I have a little crafting area. It's not where I'm sitting right now, and it's pretty messy. So I was gonna take a big trusting leap for all of you and show you the hot mess of my crafting area.
Do
And
it.
maybe like work on fixing it up and making it look nice.
I like.
You want us to shame you into it?
No shame. I like to keep company with people while they're tidying because I love people keeping me company when I'm tidying, which I just did. I reorganized my travel cranky sale box.
Look at that. And I also, my sort of like New Year's resolution was to be like, not be worried about being embarrassed about things. Because I find that like I'm the worst version of myself when I get embarrassed. And there's very few things I get embarrassed about. Like I'm a performer, you know, like most things don't embarrass me, but there are a few
like
things.
The meatloaf of comedy. I would do anything for laughs, but I won't do that.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm lying. I will absolutely do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like, you know, I don't like who I am when I get embarrassed. I'm not a nice person. And there's a way to handle embarrassment with grace that I feel like I should figure out, and I should learn how to do that. So I'm gonna, but yeah, letting someone into like a hot mess version is like it's a little scary, but I figure like if I'm gonna do it with anyone, it'll be with y'all.
Aww.
Yeah.
Are you pointed at your studio space now?
Yeah.
That's really not bad. Are we going to do a tour of crappy, messy studio spaces now?
only if you want to. It doesn't.
Thank God
so
mine
bad.
isn't here.
It doesn't look so bad right now because you're not like inside it. There are layers that go back that are like.
Yeah, I can't even get to some shelves. These shelves right here because
Yeah.
of this stack of shit that I have put here. I mean, yes, it's stuff. I'm feeling a little ashamed myself, but
Yeah. And then
I'm not going to do anything about that right
it's
now.
it's my crafting area also / self tape area. That's
Right.
what that big blue thing is. Yeah. And I would like it to be so that I didn't have to, yeah, that it was just, nice and organized and
I've done the
pleasing.
screen share video chat with friends while cleaning my space. It really does help. And it's
It
not
really
like I'm
helps.
there doing it for you. I'm just keeping you company
Yeah.
and distracted. Also, you're not thinking about overthinking things.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, where am I going to put this? I don't think about that. Like just now, organizing this to-go box. I've had this box for like a month now. And it's just been stuff thrown in there and stuff not making any sense and things that are loose that shouldn't be loose. And I just did it while talking to you guys and I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh, these things are all over the place and they're not staying in the container that they're in. Let me get another container. I grabbed another container and I put it in while talking to you. Didn't think about it. And now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like
So-
to? Go ahead.
I think, were we going to say the same thing? Do we want to put on some music and do some quiet crafting for a little while?
Well, sort of, kind of, very similar ideas.
Does this look thick enough now?
It does actually.
Oh yeah, it looks good. Like you could go one more layer, but that looks really good.
Cool.
That was so fast, Kitty.
Braiding is just like juggling.
Oh my gosh.
It is.
You're right.
I started out braiding it, and then as I got higher up and it was resting on my chest, then I just started juggling it, and it was the same pattern.
Whoa. You know what? Dang. I want to start juggling again. I'm not good at it, and I never will be, and I'm okay with that. Like, there are things in my life that I know I'll never be good at, but that's not the point of them. Because I noticed that there was a while where I was like practicing juggling, not super consistently, but even just the small amount made me incredibly less clumsy.
Really? That's
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, I'm left-handed, so I think anything that like makes me more aware of the right side of my body is helpful. And I haven't been doing it, and I also haven't been doing as much stage combat as I used to do. And I've noticed like I'm getting a little more like my clumsiness has come back. So I want to start juggling again just so I get less clumsy. I don't know if I'm less clumsy or if I'm just better at catching things when I knock them over.
Y'all, it just got really dark and extra windy.
Ooh, okay. So if you have to run, that is
Well, I mean, I'm in shelter. Like, the only thing I could go deeper into shelter by going in the camper,
It
but
doesn't seem like that's a very strong shelter. That feels like it's gonna wind and rain is gonna come through that very easily.
yeah, well, that's probably true. I guess,
maybe
yeah,
you need
if
to
I gotta
batten
go, I
anything
gotta go.
Yeah.
Do you need to batten anything down?
No, I did that already.
All your hatches are battened.
Yeah.
Bye, DCB Whippy. Thanks for popping in the wee hours of 3 a.m. So I want to share a thing.
Yes, please.
I am working on a song.
Oh boy.
And I like this song a lot.
Oh boy.
And so I'll give you a little bit of backstory. Back in the early 90s, a friend and I took a belly dance class.
Oh.
And we had
Oh, I'll be back. I gotta go help somebody.
Okay. And we had a good time. And we decided to play music and drum and dance for each other.
Oh.
And we brought friends along to do it some more. And then the next thing you know, we had a little group, and we were
band, as it
a
were.
little band called Fortune's Rhythm.
Nice.
And we were all just drummers and whatever thing that we could do with it.
Yeah.
And we did like a lot of medieval LARP events and stuff. And so my friend Kathy moved away, had to go cross country, live in Utah, Salt Lake City for work. And the band kind of dispersed. And I, created a couple of other versions. And honestly, that was the moment, not when she moved away, but when we started taking dance classes, is really what set me down the path of being an entertainer, because I was brought into the Accidental Circus as a character actor. And I met Paul at the Ren Fair when I was doing music and drum. And anyway, so
it's so fascinating to me, Mab, how many lives you've lived.
This was 30 years ago.
Amazing. Isn't being old awesome?
Yes. And I have all these stories.
It's so cool.
Kathy recently moved back to this side of the country, and we've kind of reconnected. And then we reconnect. Well, we never really were distant. We were always chatting, and I would visit her and she would visit me.
Physically connected now.
But we're fully connected now. And she reached out to all of the original Fortune's Rhythm gang, and we all did a Zoom meeting or a Google chat or whatever, an online video conference thing. And we're all going to get together in September. And so this is some of the backstory. So we've been around for 30 years and we're still doing the thing. And so I have like 3 verses and the chorus of a song that I wrote for Fortune's Rhythm. But the song is actually really good, I think. And it works for everybody, I think. Would you like to hear it?
I would love to.
Okay. So it's for folks who are playing along. It's A minor, D minor. And again, I have to, I just wrote this the other day, so I kind of have to read the lyrics. And the
no judgment.
A minor, D minor, A minor, E7, and then sometimes it'll round up to A minor. And the rhythm is kind of an upbeat rhythm, like a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, so that any drummer could drum along in any kind of percussive rhythm that they want to do. I'm a little nervous because this is the first time playing it for people.
Well, it sounds cool already.
Okay, here we go. Seek the fun, you'll find it here. Song and dance and endless cheer. Grab a mug and have a beer. We're still going strong. We'll do a favor for you. Light your pouch of a coin or 2. Fill your mug and shout woohoo. We're still going strong. We're not dead yet. No, we're not dead yet. We're not dead yet, we're still going strong. We're not dead yet, no, we're not dead yet. We're not dead yet, we're still going on. Fortune favors the music makers. Rhythm moves those old world shakers. Beat the drum for these heartbreakers. We're still going strong. Have you heard the myths of yore? A few legends, lore, and more. We've done it all before. We're still going on. We're not dead yet. No, we're not dead yet. We're not dead yet. We're still going on. We're not dead yet. No, we're not dead yet. We're not dead yet. We're still going on. When we walk, we're also dancing. When we drum, we're also drinking. When we dance, talk, we're all romancing. We're still going strong. We the original, we are prime. We're made of glimmer and shine. We stand the test of time. We're still going on. We're not dead yet. No, we're not dead yet. We're not dead yet. We're still going on. We're not dead yet. No, we're not dead yet. We're not dead yet. We're still going on.
Love it.
Yay!
What, were you able to hear it, or was it like breaking up? Or
No, it sounded great.
It was great and very clear.
oh, good.
Yeah, that was great. I heard every word.
I loved it.
Yeah, that
Sounds
was
really
awesome.
cool.
I love it. I can imagine it with like all the like everyone singing it. It's like
Yes.
opener to a show
or a closer.
or a close or like a reprieve for the
I
last.
like it. I thought the lyrics are strong. I can make more verses. It's got a pretty simple rhyme scheme there.
You could make verses about the people you're performing with.
Oh yeah. As it's a good like yeah, it's a good like intro the band before the intermission song or something like that. I love it. Or whatever. Use it for whatever.
See, this is a good song for like the end of the night of where like
We're
We're
still
not dead.
partying.
Yeah.
and the line "we're not dead yet" came from like our text thread. Someone was like, "Yeah, we're all old, but you know, we're not dead yet." And I was like, "We're not dead yet." Oh my god. And then as I'm trying to write the chorus, I just kept writing "we're not dead yet, we're not dead yet." And I was like, I don't think this chorus needs any other lines than "we're
No,
not
it
dead yet."
doesn't. It's good.
And I liked the rhythm of the verses is like da 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 da, and it's, you know, kind of fun and swingy, and
Yeah, it'll be fun to dance to.
exactly. And I tried for a while to write a song since, I don't know, May is when we first started talking, and none of them were working. And then the line "we're not dead yet" came in, and everything clicked at that point.
And that's one of my like a song where you have to slog through is like good for practice, and like eventually it can be something really good. But man, when you get that thing where the song just like comes out of you and it's the easiest thing in the world, that's like magic, real magic. And you know it's good. You're like,
And
this
it's
is
something that it's going to get stuck. It's been stuck in my brain. I don't know if it's going to get stuck in yours, but right now I'm hearing in my head, "we're not dead yet."
I can still hear it.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
banger.
It's a banger. That's what I said.
Yeah.
And I thought some of the lyrics were very clever.
They're lovely.
Fortune favors the music makers. Rhythm moves those old world shakers. Beat the drum
Yeah,
like guitar
good.
breakers.
It feels like an old song. You know what I mean? Like it feels like a song that's already been written.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Aw,
Yeah.
love those.
Yeah.
Like from a different era.
Yeah. It's real good.
I want to like play like all the, you know, the percussion toys. I want to play like just a little world of percussion toys along with that song.
Oh yeah, it would really lend itself to like whoos and like
Yeah, that little scrape thing and the
Or that shaky egg. We had a
Uh-huh.
joke about goat toes. I don't know if you're familiar with the goat toe shakers.
goat toe.
They're like little hooves. They're like little goat toes. They're like little.
I don't think I've seen them in that form, no.
but they're
They're-
still like
they're-
little maracas, but made
Yeah,
with
sometimes they're on a stick, and you
That's
shake
very
them.
cute.
And shuck, 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 shuck. And sometimes
Yeah, no,
they're-
I know what maracas are, but I don't know what goat toe maracas are.
They're not maracas, but they're on a stick and they're on the outside.
Oh, yeah.
those things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a great sound.
Yeah, and you know, You know the stick with all the bumps on it?
I
And it goes,
absolutely know. We had this joke with the goat toes that we would mercilessly play on people who would pick up our instruments and try and shake along. And we would say, "Oh, goat toes are salty," and then they would inevitably lick them. You lick goat toes.
I'm not going to judge anybody for putting inappropriate shit in your mouth.
No, there was no judge. It was just to see if they would do it.
No, I wasn't saying you were judging them, but I was about to judge them, and then I realized, no, I have no room to judge.
Judge not, lest ye be judged. And then I'm like, okay, judge me.
You think I can't take it?
You think I can't take me and judge? Come on.
You think you've got anything to say that's worse than what I have said to myself?
Yeah, come on.
Judge me, baby. It's my kink.
Get out of here with your judgments. With your judging. Yeah. Okay, cool. This is actually, I feel like I've made a fair amount of progress just already. Very soon I'm gonna have a big project where I'm gonna be making a lot of cardboard props. I got hired by a legitimate theater to make.
Tell me about this.
No, and I'm so used to only doing illegitimate theater. Yeah, they're gonna, and they like my 2D, 3D cardboard props. So like the whole show is gonna have that aesthetic, and I'm really excited about it.
That's so awesome, Shoshi. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I'm super, super excited about it. I get to make a lot of really cool stuff.
Big ones too, huh?
Yeah, big ones.
Real big ones.
And like sort of like semi-functional.
Moving parts.
Yeah, but I'm excited to just do it all from cardboard because if you layer cardboard and you like put some spray adhesive on it and then paint it and then also coat it with like a spray like moisture sealant. That's the word, sealant. It's really sturdy. So like I'm gonna make doors out of it. Like I might even make a whole table. Maybe. Because no weight needs to be put on the table.
Huh.
The second you turn those things into tubes, they're gonna be real sturdy.
Yeah. So I'm still debating about the table.
Do it.
But yeah, it depends on what the director wants. Because I could either do it where I make an actual table just out of cardboard. Or I could do it where it's still that 2-dimensional thing where it's like just the front of the table. But I don't know. I got to check with the director before I figure out that one. But I've also found I was worried about like, I'm going to need a lot of cardboard. I mean, in theory, it's easy to find a lot of cardboard, but not always, and it's got to be like the right quality cardboard and size. But there's a place out here called EcoSet, and they're really cool. So you pay them to take your old set and props away when a show is done.
Oh.
And then you can go to their warehouse and you make an appointment and anything there is free to take away.
What?
Yeah. So if you want flats, if you want extra lumber, if you want like weird props that like got made for a TV show and now aren't being used anymore, they're there.
That's like
tables, cabinets, bathtubs, toilets, carpet.
What?
Laminate flooring.
I want to go there when I come visit.
It's great. And it varies. Like sometimes you'll go there and you're like, oh, cool. Like 10 pieces of laminate flooring. Like, that's kind of it. I don't need anything else. But I went there the other day and I got like a cool, crazy, like giant light bulb science thing. And I got like like some like office supplies and like, and it's great because like, you know, otherwise they're just, what happens to those sets? They go to the dump? Like, what happens? And also it's great for flats. They have like a huge amount of flats, or like even just the bracing of flats, which is like annoying to make. And it's nice to just have it for free, and wood's expensive right now. Yeah, so I'm going to be hitting them up as well because a lot of the cardboard props will need like bracing of some kind.
Can you make like a triangle out of cardboard? Like a, you know.
I could, but I think I'm going to use actual like wooden bracing.
Because they're going to be not seen and stuff.
Yeah, because it won't be seen. And then that means that the only thing touching the ground is treated wood, and the cardboard can be, because that's really the only way the cardboard will get damaged, is like if it gets scraped across the floor, or if it like, that's damage that it's pretty, that can affect it. So if it could be like a tiny bit up and braced by the wood, especially if I can get those braces for free.
Right.
But yes, but they also have a whole section of cardboard, just like
excellent
free cardboard. So that's gonna be my plan. Because everyone knows theater budgets are insanely small.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I love this theater. They're incredible and wonderful, and I want to like save them as much money as I can. And then they have more money for me. Right? That's how that works.
One of my favorite cheap theater memories was back when I was painting sets. Their set was 3 different Edward Hopper paintings. Sized on the back of the thing. And I got to really get into Edward Hopper. It was beautiful. And
that's cool. Yeah, if either of you or anyone in chat has any like cheap theater hacks you want to share, I'll take it. My big thing is, the other thing is that the space backstage is very limited. Because we're in repertory, so we have 5 shows going on at the same time. Yeah, and well, fortunately, a lot of the props are going to be cardboard, so they're flat, so I can just like hide them up against the wall behind other props. But the other thing I want to do is I have, if a furniture piece, especially a prop, is too heavy, it makes me like physically angry. Like, why is this so heavy? It doesn't have to be so heavy, and you know you have to track the weight at the end of the night.
Oh, I know.
So yeah, so anything where like there's this, but here's a version that's much lighter, or here's a way to make this thing much lighter and easier to carry and pack and store away. That's any of those tips I would be happy for. I'm thinking a lot of hinges where things can fold.
I mean, hinges weigh things too.
That's true. But yeah, I'm going to try and use like lighter wood. And I understand like some things, like they do need to be heavy, but most things don't need to be heavy. Just put a sand.
What about corrugated cardboard, plastic corrugated cardboard like they use in signs? That's plastic.
Ooh, yeah. That kind of cardboard.
Yeah.
And it's more weatheproof and a little sturdier. Good call. I think
a little more expensive, but
well, I think one of the things they have at EcoSet is they have like every studio set has a bunch of those plastic corrugated signs, because that's what they use to be like parking over here or like whatever, and the signs are there, and I can just paint over them.
Yep. You will have to, I would say, prime them.
Okay.
Because it's plastic, So
Oh, right.
use like an etching spray paint primer, like Kills or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. And then how easy are they to cut?
Just as easy with a matte knife as anything.
Great. Cool. That's a good hot tip right there. Sorry,
Yeah,
loud.
if you need the whole thing out of that, then you don't need to worry about.
Sorry for the loud noise. Okay.
Well, it's not too bad.
Yeah. And then I just found out I have some little children volunteers. I mean, they're like high school students. But
That was me. I was one of those people.
I know, and they're so excited, and like I want to use them, but also I'm like, you know how sometimes it's more work at first to have assistance because you're like, okay, now I have to be organized to tell you what to do.
It would just take longer to explain it than to actually do it.
I know, and I don't want to be that person because like they're great and they should have a learning experience, and I want to be a good mentor. So yeah, I have to figure out, but I figure like they're probably good for like cutting the cardboard out. One of them is like a pretty good artist, so I can probably put them on like if I do the outline of the thing, they can like color in the sections or like yeah. I think that'll be fun for them. And they can use like power drills, so I can get them to drill stuff together.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, I feel comfortable.
They can use power drills. Didn't you say they were high school students?
Yeah, you can use a drill.
Yeah.
In high school.
Yeah, of course they can.
In my high schools, I used a circular saw. I won't be doing that with them.
Yeah. No, I thought you were talking about them like they were from another planet or something.
Oh yeah,
Like they can use a drill.
They can use a drill. Well, but I mean, like, if they were like elementary students, I would be like, maybe.
Yeah.
9-volt power drill. Although I probably would. But
With supervision.
right. But they can, and I asked them, they have experience drilling things, and painting things, and just hanging out, vibes. I'd be like, you're on vibes. But then, the part that makes me the most nervous about this job is navigating the things that everybody who's worked there for 15 years already knows, and I don't know, and they don't know to tell me. So, like,
I want to say, can you give me an example? But you don't know.
Yeah, so like I have a bunch of questions, like what time can I be at the space? Who do I need to let know to let me into the space? What equipment and tools do I have access to in the space? Is there any place I shouldn't put things? Where, do you know what I mean? Like all of those, like who do I submit receipts to? Who do I like? Those are
not embarrassing questions. Those are valid freaking questions.
Yeah, it sounds like I need to get over my embarrassment of not.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, how would I know them? I've never worked there. Like, of course.
Yeah, just ask somebody.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask somebody.
It's not like you're like, oh, hey, listen, I saw this lever that said "do not pull,"
Can I?
and I pulled it.
Can I pull it?
And then something happened. Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I heard a very loud noise.
And a scream a few seconds later.
Yeah, so I'm wondering what I should do now.
That might be a little embarrassing, but still probably worth asking.
Probably still important to ask. Yeah. Fair. Yeah. Yeah, that's the part because that's the part that I'll mess up. Is I'll be like, la 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 la, going on doing my job, and they'll be like, yeah, you were supposed to flirty floor to flighty flu. And I'm like, I didn't even know there was a flighty flu. Ha!
And then you say, thank you for this information.
Yeah.
I will now get on Florida Flu.
Yeah, and I will now
Also,
flu.
fuck you.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me know. And they always say it My fear is when people say things like that, like, why didn't you already know this? That's the tone of voice that makes me the most.
Nobody's gonna do that to you.
It happens a lot.
Aww.
Because my omniscience is taking a break today.
Yeah, because I don't know these things. But no, you're right. Everyone there is very nice and wonderful and helpful. They're not going to do that to me. It's just the little voice in the back of my head that's like, it's happened before.
It can happen, but it's probably not going to.
And if it does happen, I can just be like, thank you for that information.
Okay, BLC Blondie is mentions the kids in high school that took the staple gun, like a toy gun.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that's a perfectly valid use of a staple gun, and I'm assuming it was pneumatic, because if it's a nail gun, that's a little bit scarier. But
oh no, nail gun you can't use as a. That's we've all seen No Country for Old Men.
well, I haven't, but I've actually experienced it. I worked in a shop in Baltimore, a scene shop in Baltimore, and the back garage door opened out to an alley, and there were some gunshots at one end of the alley, and then we saw somebody run past our open bay door. The TD, the tech director, plugged in the nail gun, pulled back the safety, and defended our shop.
Whoa.
Wow.
And that was in the year 2000.
In the year of our Lord 2000, when waistlines were so low.
And I remember
Why did
this
they ever do that
because
to themselves?
the shop didn't have hot water. And I had to wash brushes, and I had to break the ice because this was in the winter. I had to literally break the ice in the bucket to wash my brushes. And I was like, yes, the new millennium.
Yeah. Like living the dream.
Yeah.
Living the dream in the theater. Yeah, that's another great question I should ask. Where's your sink? What's your paint sink? That's a great question. Thank you for reminding me. I need to ask that question.
Just a regular staple gun, not even a pneumatic staple gun. Wow. Hello, Needly. Welcome.
What?
Would you like to hear a rumor? Nina, can I share the rumor that I just read on Discord?
Yeah.
What you say? No, I need Nina's permission to share it.
Oh. I thought you were asking me. And I was like, sure.
Oh, okay. Nina says, yes, I can share it. So we have a whole stash of emergency shows for when a show has to cancel at last minute for tech reasons, health reasons, whatever. And tonight, Nina Lee is bringing her crafting show.
Oh, cool.
Yes, I'm very excited because Nina has a laser. Is this correct?
I love other crafting shows because they're way more legitimate than this one.
I don't know. We're making stuff, like.
That's true. You know what? We're being pretty crafty today. Oh, I forgot about this.
Laser crafting. What is that?
It's from an old costume from I think a show I did with Robert Turk. I think this is what I wore when I was the giant.
Aw, is that a leaf hat?
Or some version of this.
We are actually doing another Robert Turk game.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm so.
Kitty,
I want
you
to
wanna play?
but I
What
can't.
is it?
So it's called, and actually I think you would really enjoy it. It's called the Veil of the Fallen and something. So if you look at Wicked Clever Games, you can see the latest game that he's designing right now. And it's kind of a play test, but we're going to be doing it on Tuesday nights. Do you think you'd be able to participate? We need one more player, or maybe not, because I think Louis is playing, Cubby is playing, I'm playing. Oh, I'm sorry, and South Bottom Ingenue. So yeah, I think we're doing it. Louis was a maybe.
Oh my gosh, the way that you just now it sounded, I heard soft bottom ingenue.
I want Soft Bottom Ingenue to do a version of her character that's Soft Bottom Ingenue.
Yeah. Soft bottom ingenue.
I agree, Sally AE. Robert is such a creative storyteller.
Oh, I love he's a great GM too.
Yeah.
I've always enjoyed. Well, I love the way that he really lets the players go off the rails. It's just like, cool, do it.
That is my favorite thing to do. I've only DM'd a handful of times, and Kitty can speak to.
It was so fun playing with you.
Aw. So you think I should run more games?
Absolutely.
I would love that. Mab, I'd love to be in a game you ran.
All right. When's a good night for you, Shosh?
Oh, none. Until September, until Theatricum is all done.
Not a problem. After that, what night is good for you? You said no Tuesday nights.
Usually Thursdays are good for me. The only thing is that Thursdays are usually the only night free for me, so I like to actually keep it open. Oh, but
I wouldn't be running like a long campaign. It would be like a 2-session campaign. Is what I
yeah.
like
Oh gosh, yeah, I can make that. And also, you're East Coast time, so it would be earlier for me. So that's actually great.
All right.
Yeah, let's figure, but literally not until September. Yeah.
Do we have a Thursday night show, Nina? Nina's very knowledgeable. I love marketing Nina. Meow, meow, meow.
Oh, wait, is Nina our marketing person?
It's the special shows on Thursdays. Oh, shows, you know what you can do?
Yeah.
You're right. So thank you so much for reminding me. So our Thursday right now, we are rotating 4 concept shows, one each week. So tonight is the in-between. Yeah. So it's tomorrow, Cubby is the bartender for the in-between.
Right.
Which is an inn that is between all the different worlds of Nat 21 Adventures. So any character from any game can show up at this inn at any time.
I want to do it so bad, but I didn't bring any of my costuming stuff.
You can be anyone you want to be.
I know, but I feel like I have a standard to uphold.
Be a banana. Aw. And then Mab Labs is the first. So we didn't do Mab Labs last week because it was the 4th of July. But next month we'll be doing. Yeah, exactly. I agree, BLC Blondie. You could do a new character too.
Mm-hmm.
I want to show off a little thing. I made this for a stop frame animation that I ended up abandoning because I didn't like just didn't work out, and that's fine. Sometimes you just gotta throw things away. But I really like this little guy that I made.
Is that a turkey?
It's a heart.
Oh, I see it there.
It's like a little anatomical heart.
Nice.
So
yeah,
cute.
I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna use this for something. It's just too cute.
Nina's asking
Really
if you'll be in New Orleans.
Necklace or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. You could hit it with UV resin is a thing that I'm checking out now.
Oh yeah, Kitty, you use a lot of UV resin and
yeah, it's super simple.
I just got started.
Do you have the nail, the thing that you get, the fingernail thing?
Yep. It was cheap. It was like $5.
Cheap.
I would like some suggestions from the chat or from y'all about crafts I can do with paper because I end up having a lot of scrap paper because I like to print out, like when I got auditions, I like to print it out. I memorize it better when it's printed out. Like that's just a fact.
Me too. Same.
Yeah. And then I end up with all this paper and I don't like to waste it. There's gotta be a better way. So if anyone has any crafts you can do with like lots of 8 by 11 sheets of white paper with printing on one side. Also, I like the idea of making crafts from like roles that I haven't been cast in. So every craft will have my broken dreams inside them.
So BLC Blondie mentions quilling. Sir David Percival mentions origami. I can tell you those paper stars, you just cut it into the
little paper stars.
Yeah.
My strips are about a ½ inch.
The first thing that comes to mind is paper mache.
Oh yeah, I can do some paper mache stuff.
Sally hit it too, yeah.
Confetti bombs, yes. I also so BLC Blondie quilling. So I used to work for Historic Philadelphia. And we would, back when the governor liked us and was giving us lots of money, we had like a ton of really, really cool school programs. And one of them was we would like go into different schools and do like games and crafts of the like Philly colonial era. And so one of the crafts they talked about was quilling. And the way they described quilling was, so if you weren't good at embroidery and you weren't good at painting and you weren't really good at anything, you could always do quilling. So like, I love quilling, it's beautiful, but always in my head is just this little voice like, well, it's the loser craft.
What is quilling?
It's strips of paper, and then you can either like you twist them sort of into little circles, and you use those little circles kind of like pointillism to make pictures.
Or you can make teardrop shapes out of them.
Yeah, there's like different shapes you can fold and make.
I think I can picture it.
I picked up a quilling kit from the Buy Nothing group in my neighborhood because I wanted the strips of paper to make more paper stars. I had run out of paper. But so I used all the correct width ones, and then all that was left was the really skinny ones.
Oh yeah.
Make paper stars. If you stand by, I can grab the box.
Yeah.
Put it back up on the Buy Nothing.
Yeah, and they're like different colors, and you can like it is fun, but like that's all, like makes sense. I should do quilling. Yeah, but paper mache is interesting. I like paper mache. I like it too because like if you do it right, it gets really hard. Like you can make like a useful thing.
Yeah.
So
I want to do it more. I let the idea of, oh, it's kind of messy, put me off from doing it. But like, it's fine. Everything's kind of messy. Just do it.
Kitty,
that's what I tell myself.
Everything's kind of messy. Just do it. I love that. That's a great phrase. Maybe I'll quill that on a picture.
This is the stacks of paper. And then in this kit, it came with like a little thing for your glue, a little quilling tool.
You know what I should remember in cleaning? There's something nice about cleaning because it's sort of like going through your past.
Yes.
You're like, oh, I remember when I did that crap. Oh, here's the thing that, oh, yeah, it's fair. It's kind of pleasant. And then you throw it away.
So sad.
Oh, wait. And then you what?
Oh, yeah. That might be a thing that I do that many other crafters do not do. I love throwing things away.
Wow. You're my idol.
But I love throwing things away. It's my favorite thing. I'm like, I remember this, and now it's gone forever.
never to be seen again. So I have this quilling kit that I can't use anymore. I think I'm going to put it back up on the Free Cycle Buy Nothing group.
Oh yeah, you'll cycle it back again.
Buy Nothing's so cool.
Right? And then the lady gave me this hanging sloth 3D paper.
Oh,
Cute.
It is cute, but I think that's something I'm not going to use either.
Yeah, it's pretty specific.
I mean, I love sloths, but I mean, I do, but
you're not really a poster.
no, it's not a poster. It's a 3D paper thing where you fold the paper and you make a sloth.
Oh, that's cool. Somebody on Free Cycle will like that.
Yeah. So let me put that back.
Look at all this nice stuff I have.
Isn't that the best?
Yeah. Oh, scissors. I've been looking for those.
You guys are all cleaning up, and I'm just sitting here eating snacks.
I admire that.
Well, I also my crafting room is several hundred miles away.
Yeah. And yet you still made crafts today.
Yeah.
So you should feel proud of yourself.
I do. Thanks, Shows.
Boop. Cool. All right. Are you? I found in like cleaning and organization, some people are bag people and some people are box people.
I could do both. I switch it.
Mab is gone. I'm strictly a box person.
Box only. I think I'm more box than bag for sure.
My thing with bags is I feel like things fall over each other too much. But also if I can't see it, I forget it exists.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's in a box, I can see stuff like sticking out from it, or I can look in the box and I'm like, it exists. But if it's in a bag, it's gone forever.
Yeah.
But I know some people are like strictly bag people. And I'm like, what's wrong with you, you weirdo?
Yeah, box is far superior.
But you know what? Any port in a storm.
Oh,
Have
What
done
is storm in a port? I needed that. Or was that a coffee?
man, you're making me want a Coca-Cola.
This is a cup of coffee with a splash of chai.
Ooh.
Oh, tea coffee?
Or spicy coffee.
Oh, BC Blondie baskets. Yeah, I dig a basket.
Ooh.
Yeah, baskets are good.
Yeah.
Now, I found a recipe for paper clay, which is like a paper mache, where you stick your paper in a blender.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And then you mix it with some stuff.
Oh, and then you can kind of like mold it and stuff.
Yeah. And I
like
want to say
that's a good idea. That's cool. I got to think about that.
and I've made 3-dimensional masks with the paper clay, but I don't see the mask in here. I may have given it away to somebody.
And you literally like put the paper in like a Cuisinart?
Yeah. Blender, Cuisinart.
Cool. I got to think about that. That's a good idea because I actually have a different project that I could use something like that. And I've been trying to rack my brain about what to do with that. But that's interesting.
Well, let me look it up and then
Yeah.
paper clay recipe.
How blended does it get? I guess it depends on
So this is saying use toilet paper and pre-mixed joint paper compound, Elmer's glue. So this is all wet paper mache.
Oh yeah, I think it would have to be, right?
Um,
Is there dry paper mache?
yeah, it's like the paper. They call it paper clay, and you buy it, and it's like a dry, flaky powder.
Oh, I have some of that stuff.
Yeah,
I use that to make my to use those Anubis masks.
And then do you mix glue in with it, or water, or
Just water.
The glue's.
Oh, cool.
We have another name that we call it by, and I can't remember what it is now.
Yeah, if anyone knows it or thinks of it, post it in the Discord.
Although that being said,
Qua.
I'm looking through this. I mean, you can still use. It's flour and salt.
Oh, yeah. Flour is like a crazy glue.
Except
Paper.
over time,
Yeah.
animals and bugs and stuff are gonna get to it.
Yeah.
I love you. Like when I'm stuck for something, I'm like, oh, dull, just make a flour paste.
A wheat paste, I think, is what they used to call it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the paper mache gauze, it's more like a plaster gauze.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But I think you could probably do, yeah. BLC Blondie is saying here, like, you make paper, like you chop it up and then like remake it. I could kind of do something like that. I bet if I blended up paper and mixed it with Elmer's glue, it would get the job done.
Here we go on the WikiHow.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people are saying toilet paper and glue.
Well, I don't want to use toilet paper.
Right.
I have other purposes for toilet paper.
Toilet paper, glue, pre-mixed joint compound, and PVA glue, and mineral oil.
There are better types of paper to use than computer paper, but if that's what you're trying to get rid of, then that is perfectly fine to use for your paper mache.
I feel like I might have to like soak it a little longer because it's like been treated and stuff, so it's less absorbent.
Or put it in the blender.
Yeah, I'm really gonna think about that. Oh man, then all those words will get chopped up too. I love that.
Okay, so here's the comment on that. Can we use normal paper instead of toilet paper? Yes, you can. However, the timing for each step would take a little longer due to the consistency of the paper.
Okay, cool.
And it can be sanded, drilled, and carved after
Wow. Yeah, that might be a good solution to something I've been trying to figure out for a little while now. Coolio.
There we go, copying the link. I'm going to our Discord, and I know you don't follow that, but
I do. I'm just not consistent.
okay, I'm going to post it on the Creating with the Crew Discord while look at that! It's the trolling wheel. It's basically the same thing.
Go on.
Oh, I'm just looking at. Sorry, pasting the link now.
Oh, good.
Boop! I did it. I did the thing. I was looking at Sally's trolling wheel, which I was curious. It's the same thing.
Cool.
So the trolling wheel from what Sally has. Let's see if I can do that. Let me stand up. I kicked my shoes off, so give me a second. This is what Sally was calling a trolling wheel.
How do you spell that?
TROLLEN.
Oh, it is for?
Okay. It's almost exactly the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I made the little bubbles so that it's easier to find the notches when I'm not paying attention. This is my Kumihimo.
Yeah.
Kumihimo. And then this is the directions that I made for the Kumihimo.
Oh.
Nice.
All right. Well, I feel like I'm making some pretty good progress on reorganizing this place. I'm gonna start like not packing up, but like yeah.
Ooh,
'Cause
actually,
I-
BLT Blondie has another really good idea. for the
yeah,
paper. So you shred the paper,
yeah.
and you, after it's shredded, you hand mix in some wildflower seeds.
So okay.
Or
Oh,
you
yeah.
can make paper with the seeds in it.
Yeah.
And like, so when one of my cats passed away a while ago, somebody sent me a card that had the seed heart, like the seed paper, but cut in a heart
Yeah.
that I could plant as a little memorial for my
Yeah,
little
I've
man.
seen that. I've seen people do that, and I've also seen like they'll make egg cartons like that, and then you just bury the egg carton and you get wildflowers. I love that idea. That's a great idea.
Yeah. We're doing a pretty good job coming up with good crafts for old.
I know. I'm so
Nice.
excited. I'm very excited because I really don't like. Yeah, I don't want to just like throw all this paper away, and I don't think it can be recycled because it's got ink on it.
It can be recycled.
Even with the ink.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I put it in the recycling, but cool.
If you can recycle pizza boxes, you can recycle paper with ink.
That's true. Ooh, I like that much better.
Wow! Holy crap, Shosh!
I know, right?
Yay.
And then I have this little thing, which is like a child thing,
Yeah.
like a bed thing, but then it fits perfectly.
Oh, I'm a little jealous.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That
I got
has
it
one of
from
those
like
cubes.
I love hitting up the like child sections of places
Me
because
too.
a lot of times they have like really useful stuff and I like it at a smaller scale and like yeah.
And sometimes they have really awesome stuff that I really wish was adult scale.
Oh my gosh, so often, especially shoes.
Oh my God,
Or-
shoes.
You know those bath towels that have the little hood of like a
Yes,
dinosaur
I
or a
love
unicorn? I want that.
I
Yeah.
want a stuffed animal backpack that actually has pockets like an adult needs inside of a purse.
Yeah. Yeah, why did kids get all the good stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so many cute outfits with sparkles and ruffles and stuff.
Are we all Gen X?
I think I'm a millennial.
I'm on the edge.
Yeah, I'm on the very early end of millennial.
Because I think I saw something recently about how like the Gen X's, maybe the millennials, you know.
There's a lot of overlap with the end of Gen X and the beginning of millennial.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. The they want the kid stuff for themselves.
Yeah.
That's definitely me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Oh
I want the kid stuff for the kids too.
yeah, they can have some
Away
too.
from the kids. I just also
Yes, Sally, you are a boomer. So you can be like the voice of Boom.
you could be like the voice of reason.
I didn't say that
Yeah,
because I've met Sally.
Yeah, Sally's not gonna do that.
we wouldn't put that kind of pressure on you, Sally.
That's what it is, BLC Blondie. We buy the toys for ourselves. That's what
Yeah.
it is. I'm just thinking back to New Orleans. Sally had a lot of really good ideas. She's a troublemaker.
Ah,
Yeah.
the best of us are troublemaker.
Oh my goodness. I'm mowing through this. So I'm going to hit up my free cycle for embroidery floss. So right now I'm just using scrap yarn that I have. That's not enough yarn to make a thing out of. But
All right. Well, I'm not done, but I am in a much better place than I was an hour ago. So that's pretty good. But I've got to go. I definitely have to go right at our 2-hour time today. I have an audition.
Woo! Do you want to tell us what
Yay.
the audition is for so that we can be impressed?
It is a little impressive. It's for an equity theater. It's a really cool theater company that I'd love to work for. I'm not equity yet, but they still invited me to the audition. So because sometimes you can have like non-union work.
Well, you got to do non-union work to get the union, right?
Not so much anymore. They recently changed it. Literally, if you have a speaking role in any equity production, you can join now.
Woo!
Yes, you don't have to earn points, which I don't know if that's actually better or not, because there's something good about having to get enough credits before you join, because there's really no advantage to joining if you have no credits, because
well, no, it's a union house, so they make the union rules. The IATSE stagehand union, anybody can go do union gigs, and you're working for the union, and you get,
Oh yeah, no, that's yeah. But whether you want to.
But they have tiers.
Oh.
So to pass from D-list, everyone starts as a D-lister. And then to get the C-list, you have to pass, competency tests for the different.
Wow. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
By the way, the A, B, C, and D lists, they all get paid the same rate. But because they go through the call lists, they start on the A list for the gigs and then go all the way down to the D list.
Gotcha.
So you want the incentive to get from D to C isn't more money, it's more gigs.
Right.
And to get from C to B is a little harder, and to get from B to A is really hard. But the people who are on the A list for the IATSE union, they have residency gigs. They're the in-house regular, they work year round at the Kennedy Center or whatever. They're not the load-in crew. They're the light board ops and the riggers and that kind of thing.
Loud noise. Oh, it's not that bad.
So that works, I think, pretty well.
Yeah.
And yes, Chelsea, technically more gigs is more money. But then everybody gets paid the same rate on a gig. So if you're on a gig at Wolf Trap, everybody gets paid the Wolf Trap rate, unless you get the head carpenter role or the head rigger role. And then they get a little pay boost because they do the timesheets and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, with equity, same a little bit with SAG. Although with SAG, you still do have to get 3 waivers, they call them, or other things. But so when you go to an equity audition, if you're non-equity, you can still audition, but you're last on the list. So they have to get through all the equity people.
Yeah.
And then, so that's an advantage. I mean, I love unions. I want to join the union. But the only thing is if you just join equity, you're brand new, you don't have a lot of credits, you don't really know what you're doing, you don't have that much experience, you're going to be going up auditioning against people who have a ton of experience. And so you might be limiting yourself in the work you can do. Do you know what I mean? So it sometimes behooves you to wait to join a little bit and do more non-union gigs, get more experience.
You know what I mean?
If you get the role, you get the role, right?
Right. But it is so, but like, yeah, that's like kind of the debate. But now after working this season at Theatricum, well, and I thought I'd never join because I was living in Philly and there's only like 2 union theaters in Philly. So like, and one of them is like musicals only. And like, so I was like, well, if I join the union, I'm never working again. But now that I'm out here and having this season at Theatricum, I'm like, and there's a lot of equity houses out here. I'm like, I might actually consider it. So like, I don't know. We'll see how this audition goes. But I'm not nervous at all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You got this, baby.
Yeah. No, I'm not actually nervous. I don't really get nervous about theater stuff. It's all the other stuff in my life I get nervous about.
Aw.
Well, like one of my friends actually said it really well. Like, you know, doing a lot of children's theater, the kids would always ask him, like, aren't you scared to go on stage? And he's like, well, on stage, I know where I'm going. I know what I'm supposed to say, and I know how it's going to end. In real life, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I don't know how it's going to end. I feel a lot more comfortable on stage. And I was like,
Wow.
that describes it perfectly. Like,
Wow.
yeah. And also, like, once you've done shows, I think particularly like cabaret and burlesque shows where you're really interacting with the audience,
Yeah.
you realize that, like, oh my God, audiences are incredible. Like, audiences are so great. They're just there to love you.
They're
And they
rooting for you.
And like, you literally can't mess up on stage. Like, the only thing you can mess up is like, if you, I don't know, if you push someone off the stage, like if you know what I mean? Like,
That's actually happened to me.
right. And also,
I had a volunteer fall off the edge of the stage once.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
no.
fallen off the edge of the stage and it's still fine. Like, there's literally no way you can mess up. And once you sort of like realize that and you realize like how much you love the audience, like, it's actually where I feel like the most safe in my life.
Where I feel the most like myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
I'm working on, I don't think I'll ever do stand-up, but I'm in, you know, if I ever have to, I'm working on a little bit about like, that like statistically, in this world, like being on stage right now is actually the safest I'll ever be. There's tons of witnesses, lot of light.
I fix my own drinks.
I fix my own drink. The door is right there. So I'm here just
There are
doing
few obstacles for people to get over to get to the stage.
Right. I'm protected. Yeah. There's like space. Yeah. So I'm
this
really just,
nightstand doubles as a weapon.
right.
I mean, this thing's
Yeah.
heavy. Kang,
Yeah.
kang,
I can
kang.
amplify my voice so people can listen to me. Yes. I'm really just here just to feel a little safe.
And they call it stage right. Stage safe.
Stage
Damn.
safe. Yeah. But I also understand, like, I say that though, but then the first time I ever like sang and played an instrument in front of people.
Ooh, that's different.
Yeah, because I'd never done that before. And I was like, what is this strange feeling inside me? Why my head what's happening? And I was like, oh, I'm nervous. Oh, huh. Huh. That's strange.
Kelby and I were talking yesterday, and there needs to be Pyropode shirts.
Shirts?
But there needs to be Pyropode shirts that are shirts that you took from a thrift store that you got a stencil and spray painted the logo on.
Yes. That is, I love how you get 100% the Pyropodes aesthetic. That is 100%. And also, like, hopefully it's a shirt where there's like someone else's logo and information on the back.
Yeah.
And then the front is the Pyropode stuff. And maybe we've like written hastily in Sharpie marker on the back, like, not this,
The other one.
The other
Like a
one.
big circle line.
Yeah, yeah. All right, everyone. I think we are at time. This has been lovely. What a nice, lovely time.
Yeah.
It's been lovely. Thank you so much for sharing things with me and allowing me to share things with you.
It is our great pleasure to have both of you come on the show. It's been really great. Like, the crafting show is probably the most consistent thing in my life I've ever done.
We are grateful for it.
Yeah, and it's pretty great.
And it's
all right,
nice
everyone.
to have a time in the day where you know you're going to be doing a thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like on
Yeah.
stage, but in life.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah, and get a lot of crafting done. All right, everyone. We will see you next week. Same time, same place. Tell your friends.
Tell strangers.
Tell strangers. Tell like really rich, eccentric people who want to give us lots of money to keep doing it.
I could do
And
it.
tell your dog too.
Oh yeah, tell your dogs and your cats and your goldfish. All right, we love you. Bye. Oh wait. Oh no, I said it too soon. I thought I was ready. Wait, I can be ready.
Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. Be cool, be
Okay.
cool, be cool.
Okay, go.
Maybe